Okay, hello Aquarius female lactation, welcome to your reading. We are here to find out what it is that God wants to tell you as it pertains to your lactation career, your dreadlock career. So what's your message for the Aquarius? First of all, dear Lord, if there's anybody trying to interfere with this reading, please block them so we can receive the messages that you brought us here to receive. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children. Thank you. So yeah, what's your message for the Aquarius female lactations? Okay, so the subject matter for your message, we got stay optimistic. So this is a love deck. So we're gonna replace the word love with work wherever we see it. Okay. So stay optimistic about your work life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you work. It says romance and love life, but this is a work reading, so God wants you to stay optimistic about your work life, okay? So this is about you keeping the faith. So you could be out of work right now, or perhaps the work that you're doing or the place that you're at, the circumstances are not really up to your standard. God said, stay optimistic. It's gonna get better, okay? Don't worry. So we got, you deserve work. You're workable. It says you deserve love, you're lovable. But this is a work reading again, so we're going to replace the word love with work, okay? You deserve work. You're workable. So your body is strong. You're ready to go out. You're willing to put in the mental effort that it takes to do great at your job, all these things. You deserve to be out there in the field doing what you do. So that's why God wants you to stay optimistic, okay? So the underlying issue we have here is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So getting to know each other. So who is this talking about? This could be talking about you getting to know yourself better, or people getting to know you better. Okay, so is this a situation where you should be putting yourself out there, like creating a portfolio? If you haven't put a portfolio of your work together before, it's time that you put one there. Have it available that you can show people, or create a platform, a video platform, so on social media of some sort. create a platform where you can put your work on display. Okay, because if people don't know what you can do, they won't really be seeking for you. But when you put what you can do out there, then, you know, like supply, demand, right? So when people see that you can supply what they demand, then they'll seek you out, right? Let's read on. So you need to put yourself out there. Advertisements. I think there was a reading that it was the hairdressing reading. It was, you should watch the Aquarius hairdressing reading, because God was talking about making up like a t-shirt or something with your logo, your business, your, what do you call it? Um hang on. Your, just advertise your business so that people know that you do that. So like if do not advertise the place where you work, advertise your own thing. Okay, let people know that you are a loctician. Okay, so you might want to make a t-shirt, put a print on a t-shirt that let people know that you do this, and make sure you have your portfolio ready, so if anybody stop you when they see you out and about wearing this garment with this logo and they're interested in what you do, you can show them a little bit about what you do and stuff like that. So watch the Aquarius hairdressers reading, female hairdressers reading, and it should give you some more information as to ideas of how to put yourself out there. Okay, so you deserve to be in work. You are very capable of doing this work and doing it well, but people need to get to know that you do this work. If they don't know, then they won't seek you out. And also, if you don't know that you deserve this work, you need to start to talk to yourself and be honest about how good you actually are, because maybe you're not being honest about how good you are. Maybe you've been shortchanging yourself or devaluing yourself when it comes to your skills and abilities. So God is saying, don't do that, right? So we got keep an open mind. You got your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So perhaps your something is gonna be different from your usual type and expectations. So there's something different. If you've been out and about doing this career already, there's some elements of it that are going to be different. So perhaps you're starting over or something, and you don't have all the fancy equipment, all the you don't have an official kind of space to work from, you know. So God wants you to keep an open mind if that's something that you're dealing with. But maybe you're used to working on I don't know, Afro hair. Maybe you'll be doing more European hair now once you know how to do the processes. There's something about your work situation that's very different to what you're used to, and God wants you to keep an open mind. Maybe how you put yourself out there, it is a need for you to keep an open mind about it. But let's read on, let's see what else. So we got heart to heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So that's more talking, that's more communication energy. So wow, then we got religious factors. Your work life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So this has something to do with your principles, your standards, your morals, the rules that you govern yourself by when it comes to your work. So it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path, but this is a work reading, so it's your work life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So the way that you see things and the way that other people see things, or the way that you do things and the way that other people do things, is influencing how your work life goes. Let's read on. So we got soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate when it comes to your work. And then we have new love. So there's some newness to, like I said, it said over here, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So there's some element or elements of your work life that's going to be very different to what you're used to. So it doesn't make sense that you go into it expecting what once was. Okay, everything is not going to be the same like you knew it to be when you were doing this before. So we got new love, a new person, when in this case a new way of doing things has stirred your romantic feelings, I guess, when it comes to your work life. And God wants you to trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So whatever circumstances you need to work with right now when it comes to you getting back out there, God says trust it. Okay, and make the effort. So I don't know what kind of upheaval you went through when it came to your work life, you being a lactician. You went through something and it looks like you had to stop working, and now you're in the position where you can actually get back out there, but things aren't exactly how you left them. Maybe it's been a while since you've been doing this type of work, or since you haven't done this type of work. Maybe your circumstances have changed. So God wants you to look around, see what you are working with, and work with whatever you got. Because whatever you got going on is good enough. Okay? This situation is calling for you to have faith. So don't worry if you don't have a fancy professional space like everybody else, or you don't have fancy clothes like everybody else. Let your work speak for you. Let your abilities, because you deserve to be doing this. You are workable. You need to put yourself out there because the game needs you right now. Okay? A lot of people could very well benefit from how you do what you do, the quality of work that you put out there, and you could very well benefit from the exchange of cash and networking that comes with the job, supply and demand. Okay? So you demand their money, you're gonna give them what you got. All right, so we got forgiving and learning. It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more work in your present moments. Okay, so like I said, whatever you knew about your work life before, don't be so closed off that you think that it's gonna be exactly the same. You need to be open-minded enough to go with the flow. Things are not how they used to be, but your skills are still how they used to be, and only getting better. Okay, and people are in need of what you bring to the table when it comes to being a lactician. So it's time that you get yourself out there. Your finances and career. You see? Supply and demand. Financial issues are a factor in your work life right now. And this could be the one. You've already met the work that you seek. It says romantic partner, but I'm reading it as a work reading. So you've already met the kind of work that you seek. So you are in the right. Oh, this is saying don't. Okay. So I was wondering why the hell this card, the deception card, came out next. I got worried for a second, but I understand why it's here now. So this is definitely the work for you. So now let's go look into this. So we got deception is safe for you to love, flirt with past life relationships. So the way that you did things in the past. There's a lot of emphasis on the fact that how you want things to be in the past is not going to be like that right now. So you're deceiving yourself if you're looking for things to be like it once was. That's why the deception card is saying, it says deception is safe for you to love. So you're fooling yourself thinking that you should be focusing on how things once was, flirting with how things once was. Let that shit go. So if you had your own space before, you had your own whatever before, it's not gonna be like that now. So you need to get used to your new circumstances with the same great skills and only getting better. Okay, so the only thing that remains the same for you this time around doing your work as a loctician is your abilities. Okay, those are still up to par and they are great, and it doesn't matter as long as your work environment is clean and respectable, even if it's small, even if you don't have running water, whatever your circumstances, just work with it. Build yourself up until you get there. And this is a reading actually for me because I'm in that position right now. I'm using a mobile sink. It's fucking leaning on the side like this. It's actually discouraging me. I live in a very tidy 3-room apartment, and I don't have any money to rent a whole space. And I've been thinking just clearing a little space there and making a little mini salon. I'd have to bring people into my personal mini home. They have to walk through my kitchen to come into where I sleep as my bedroom. So I'd have to use some dividers and kind of separate me from the public. So that's what I'm working with as a loctician. But my skills are great, and people do need to benefit from my skills because I don't think anybody washes dreadlocks. They don't put in the amount of effort that it takes to wash dreadlocks like I do. But my fucking sink is leaning on the side like this. It's not a good look. Okay? So I even yesterday I was saying to my daughter, like, I'm not even sure if I want to do this because there's a space in the building that I can rent, but I'm not. I don't want to really put myself in that type of financial uh, obligation right now. It would be much wiser, I feel, for me to start off inside my apartment, but I know that my business will definitely be lucrative because, like I said, nobody wash dreadlocks like me, and everybody could do well with a good dreadlock wash, because that encourages the hair to stop breaking. It encourages the hair to grow well. It encourages the hair to be soft, thereby making it easier to style because the lock is more flexible instead of it being stiff. So what I bring to the dreadlock table is very much in high demand, but I got issues. So this reading came out just in time for my ass. So I need to stop holding on to wanting things to be perfect or the way that I want things to be for me to start. I was actually gonna just give up on it. I was. But now that I've done this reading, it's kind of hit me different still. So, yeah. It's like, it's not gonna be easy. But you know what? I'm great at what I do. And I deserve to get paid properly for what I do. And people, I want to give my best to the public because I love dreadlocks. I want people to be in love with their dreadlocks. I want people, when they walk by people with dreadlocks, they're supposed to admire the dreadlocks, like, yo, I like that. I want some of that. I want to lock my hair. Yeah. I want people to see dreadlocks and fall in love with dreadlocks. That's always been my ambition for being in this business. And it starts with a great wash and a great moisturize routine. So I'm gonna get my shit together and work from my tiny little apartment with my rickety sink, my sink that leans to the side like this. And me and my clients are gonna, once I've passed this phase, we're gonna remember the days when the fucking sink did this. Starting from the bottom again, innit? Because I used to have my own salon inside my apartment where I had a whole room that I could dedicate in the house for my work, and that's what I used to do. But now I don't have a whole room. Now I have piece of a room. So we're gonna make this shit work, and I suggest that you make it work too. If you know that you're good for the industry and their clients can really benefit from you, and you can benefit from your clients, because right now you need money. Okay? So make that fair trade. It's not like you're doing bad things. You're doing something good. It's just that you're not working under the best circumstances, but you're gonna make the best out of a bad situation until you pull yourself out of that stage and rise and just continue to rise, hopefully. And if life knocks you down again, you remember how to start from the bottom. It is what it is, isn't it? So let's do this. Until next time, Aquarius, all the best. Bye bye.